Constitution. When it was just the Bill of Rights, the first 10, we was not even thought about. They got to us later in the game. So how can the framers know what to do with the black race when we were in the Constitution to be less than human as 3/5? We was not free. So if the Constitution is a living document, then we must look at it and make whatever subtle adjustments today to that document. And this is how we win. Now, there's only two things undefeated in the world, and that's God and time. So time is undefeated and time is on our hand, and God is undefeated and God is on our side because we're protected by God, whether you believe or not. Because if there was not no blood-born, blood-washed believers, this world would end. As long as we believe more than they don't believe, then the world, will sustain and God will pause the comeback. Because the first shall be last. That was the dark ages. We don't know. We was first. And now we're last, and the last shall be first. Now this is our come up. And we're going to basically do it in plain sight because the revolution is being televised. Because it was Gil Scott-Heron who said the revolution will not be televised because Gil Scott-Heron didn't know that there will be cell phones. So neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, unless criminalized, was a clause that they put in the Constitution to keep us into slavery until this day. And our framers had no idea that we would be free because our framers wrote the Constitution at a time where they were just bringing us over to be slave laborers just to work. So we can sit back and just take it with no Vaseline, or we could pull up our pants and squeeze our butt cheeks and say no penetration ever again because we don't like how it feels to be raped. And that's what the black race is doing. And I'm not talking about you personally. I'm sitting here chilling, minding my own business. I ain't got a worry in the world right now. So I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the masses. And when I say what are we missing? Locally, there was a car shot up in on 41st and Normandy. Woman shot up. 17 bullets rattled her vehicle. 41st and Normandy. She survived. Literally survived. Number two, we got a mayoral race going on right now in the city of Los Angeles. And I know if you live in a county, you are still, the county of Los Angeles, you are still subject to what goes on in the city of Los Angeles. Smash and grabs. There was a smash and grab in Beverly Hills yesterday. I don't know if it made national news, but over $1 million worth of jewelry stolen. Beverly Hills smash and grab. And I looked at the video and it looks like these are not black kids. They dress like black kids, but they got on black gloves, hoodies, faces. But when I seen them run off, it looked like a couple females and some very unathletic, either Latinos, which are considered Caucasian, or white boys, which are considered Caucasian. Because blacks, we run different. We don't trot, we sprint. But to see these things, how they are allowing things to go under the radar. But when the smoke clears and when the peace talks are going on over there in Ukraine, because Ukraine gonna have to give that land up. They're not gonna, and right now they're distributing funds and Biden is compromised. Go online right now and Google Biden leaves $6 million in Russia. And I believe he left Zelensky $6 million to basically stop the prosecution of his son, which was basically entrapment, misdemeanors and high crimes, which they tried to impeach Trump with. They have this in plain sight, but for whatever reason, we giving him a pass because of the system. And the system is flawed. The system is ruled by the devil. So the devil is not going to get mad when the devil do what the devil do. But the devil will get mad and accuse somebody else of what the devil does to basically make you think it's the other people. Just like when Democratic people who are looking to run for Democratic positions from the city council, from Congress, from Senate, and a lot of them are talking about we need to disassociate ourselves with the Confederate and, all Confederate memorabilia need to go down. And I'm telling you, all you're doing is taking down your memorabilia. I don't care if a white Republican right now today, he's racist. But if you look at his roots, it goes through the Dixiecratic Democratic South, who wanted to preserve slavery, had black men accounted as 3/5. And when we enlisted in the Civil War and kicked the South's ass, they got mad. Blew President Abraham Lincoln's head off, put a criminalization clause, and we're still fighting to this day. So the breath of fresh air is Judge Jackson, who is a constitutionalist and understand that the Constitution is a living document. So therefore, we need her to become a Supreme Court justice. So we know we have somebody in there that's going to fight for us. So now, when the smoke clears, reset and repeat. We know this. Nation build, regime change, build back better. They have an agenda for us. But the question is, do we have an agenda for ourselves? And the short answer is no, but the long term answer is absolutely. A Better Black America is now putting on the hat of Black Anti-Defamation League, just like the Jewish people did. We taking a page out of the Jewish handbooks, and we're going to establish a brand, establish a lifestyle, and establish moral values that's going to be changing for not only our lives, but the lives of our children's children. And we're going to get all the credit for it, because we know without a shadow of a doubt that the Democratic Party is just about state. They don't talk about church. Google the Bible that Biden put his hand on when he was inaugurated. Look at it. It looks like a witches and warlock Bible. No one had that type of Bible. It was locked and they didn't even open it. So they're saying that it was things in there. Like if you open the book, it's things in there. They locked it. Didn't open the Bible, didn't read any words. And the reason that they said it was locked because they did not have the key. And it's something that was passed down through their family. No, it's George Soros or one of these high people gave it to them, because these people are just sitting back and they loving the fact that they got the president of the United States wrapped around their pinky finger, and he will do any and everything just to make sure, because he understands that history is how we view the world in its past, but he don't know that he is actually on the wrong side of history and is living a living movie that's actually going to have a beautiful outcome, because it looks like a horror film orchestrated by the Democratic Party. And Kamala Harris, vice president, said we got exactly what we ordered, poison, but we cannot eat the poison because it will kill us slowly. So A Better Black America podcast, conservativesamerica.coa, conservativeamerica-coa.org. We're taking your nickels and your pennies, and we appreciate you, in conjunction with other groups. So now we understand what anti-defamation is, and we don't want to be looked at historically as a group of people who just expired. Genocide is real. All the tools of critical race systems is in place. Now, critical race theory is a thing, but the systems are on automatic pilot. And if we talk about the systems, we will get no objection from a system. We'll just get the reality. So what I'm saying is, I want you to condition your minds of understanding that no matter what goes on in life, we will get an opportunity to fix it. And right now is our opportunity, and that's my time. So thank you for tuning in to A Better Black America podcast, the #1 urban podcast, stateside and worldwide. See you next time. Peace out.